What's up, guys? This is Warcraft Unlimited. Today with a discussion subject about whether World of Warcraft would go free to play or not. And I've seen this discussed a lot of times, and I feel like I should just spill what I think about it. So World of Warcraft has this subscription-based model, and I think that works just fine because they have a lot of people working on World of Warcraft itself. World of Warcraft makes a lot of money, and I think it is one, if not the main income for Blizzard Entertainment. And if it turned free to play, they would either have to come up with a really good plan as to how they can make just as much or even more money to finance the whole progress of the game and the whole content they create, which costs a lot of money, or they will have to go to a whole different direction where the game simply loses a lot of its glory. And I don't see why World of Warcraft would go free to play unless they want to make a new MMORPG that is supposed to kick WoW off the throne. And we know that a lot of people try to do right that, and it never worked out because I don't know. WoW just has this huge fan base. It started all back in the days with Warcraft, and the fans just love the game and they love the lore. Though I gotta say, the people who hate WoW the most are those who play WoW because they have so many things to complain about, but they still play it because it's a very catchy game. It's a lot of nostalgia. You spend so much time playing your characters, you grew attached to them, and you wouldn't want to give up on that. And this is something people feel like paying those $13 a month is worth it. And I don't see why a free to play model would be even to consider for World of Warcraft unless the subscription numbers drop so rapidly that it would barely make any difference. Though what is worrying me is that Blizzard could eventually go the whole pay to win way, though we don't really have anything pay to win in the Blizzard store right now. We always had those cosmetic things, we had pets, we had mounts, and we lately, I think, had those weird helmets implemented also in the Blizzard store. And they're all ridiculously expensive. I would not pay $20 for a mount, or I think $10 for a pet. That's way too expensive. I would not pay any more than $5 for a pet and no more than $10 for a mount. I mean, it's all just cosmetic stuff, and they expect so much money for it. Though, given the fact that it is a lot of money, it is a lot of time. It costs a lot of time, money to make a mount and create the whole thing, because we have the whole Azeroth choppers thing going, and they showed the process of making them out. I can understand that it is a lot of work and everything, but still, $20 for a mount, I don't know. It's just not worth it for me because this is more than I pay to play the game itself per month. And now we have the whole buy your level 90 character and have a whole guide thing and equipment so you can start off with. It is basically not a bad idea. It is not a bad idea for those who already have maxed a character, who have a lot of experience and simply don't feel like grinding the whole content they played 600 times again. And so it's a win-win situation because the player doesn't have to grind through the old content and Blizzard makes some extra money. But the problem is that Blizzard simply underestimates the laziness of people. I think on some point one of the Blizzard employees said, who would buy a game and then instantly skip the entire content to be max level, and he just really underestimates the laziness. Because if people get the chance to do something and they have the option to do it faster and more efficient by just paying a little money, then they will always go the lazy road of paying the money for it. Because this is just how we work. Unless you don't have the money, it's really just a matter of can you spare it or not. But as a matter of fact, World of Warcraft, it works fine the way it is. I don't think that the whole buy your level 90 character thing hurts the game too much. I mean, on the one side, it's fun to think about the PvP because the PvP pros will have a lot of noobs to slaughter, and this is what I thought myself. But then again, I would also have a lot of noobs in my own team. Though I do not care too much about it, as long as I land some kills and don't get slaughtered all the time, then I can actually live with it. I don't really care all that much about winning. It just, I don't want to lose brutally. It's really, I hate this because if you don't have a chance to even kill one person or even do something successful, it's just really annoying. And you can often actually blame your team for doing the completely wrong thing, but then it's also like you have to either do something to lead them or you have to do something that helps the team yourself. But we're getting off topic right now. It's just that those level 90 characters that are bought from those noobs who are simply lazy and want to max level character, of course they will not know how to play the character based on this little guide thing that Blizzard pulls off. I mean, they start to do those YouTube videos. Oh, this is how you play your class. Of course, this is not how you learn how to play your class. It shows some basics, but it doesn't exactly teach you how to be good at your class. And LFR is going to be even more of a mess than it is already, because it is the easiest kind of raid and people keep failing it because of the most stupidest reason. And if we have those new players engaging into LFR because they probably get the gear from the quests or from dungeons that is already enough to enter the LFR, then you will have a bunch of noobs and a few pros eventually who are just super annoyed and they will not get shit done. But then again, if you don't if you don't want to fail all the time, then you will have to commit to a raid team. And I experienced just lately that I played with my rogue and I played LFR and it was a giant mess. We didn't get to kill a single boss because people didn't do the right thing or had too bad gear or simply didn't know how to play. And then went to the flex raids and we cleared the first 2 Siege of Orgrimmar instances completely without a single wipe. It was so smooth, and I'm thinking if the flex raiding, which is supposed to be harder than LFR, goes smoother than LFR itself, then there's something wrong. But then again, to enter the flex raids, you need some higher gear score. And most of the time, you can assume that someone with that gear score has a little brain. Hopefully enough brain to, do the raid and do what has to be done to for the raid to succeed. And how would that work out in a free-to-play based game? I think the content would suffer a lot. I think we would not have super crazy good content. We would not have creative environment for the raids. We would not have interesting boss mechanics. We would not have really cool environments. We've seen some pictures of the Draenor, what it's gonna look like. Aside from the fact that they revamped the graphics, I think they would not be able to pay for all of that, for all the work, not even closely, if it was a free-to-play based game. Even if they stock up the Blizzard store and have a lot more new things to buy, I think it would still not be enough. I think this is the last straw to go if the subscription fall really ridiculously low, or if they really want to make a new game so they do not have to put as much work into World of Warcraft anymore because they simply want that new game to be the new top game ever. And I don't know, I don't see World of Warcraft going free to play any soon at all. It's probably gonna end as a pay subscription based model. Someday they just gonna be like, oh yep, that was 50 years of WoW, we're kind of out of content, so the game is ending. Sorry guys. I think that is rather to happen than it's becoming free to play. Unless, as I said, those worst case scenarios. Well, that's my opinion. What do you guys think? Leave a comment below. Rate this video. If you like it, thumbs up. If you don't like it, thumbs down. Tell me why I'm a dumbass. If you do enjoy the content for some reason, also feel free to check out my other videos. I would appreciate the subscribe. And have a good day.